started posting covers while being a teacher. My students told me to hop on TikTok, and I blew
You're
up.
an early one.
Yeah, 2019 September, they told me to hop on. So like,
Oh yeah, you're.
and
super
I
early.
gained 1 million followers in 4 months. My sophomore year, or after my freshman year, of being called a Happy Feet because I was always singing and dancing.
That's so cute.
Throughout the years, I've always like, if I come up with an idea, just like while talking, conversating, we say a word that triggers me. I'm like, ooh, let me write that on my list.
Yeah.
I think like that day or the day before, I wrote down worst case scenario just as an idea.
We have to start you doing that again, please. Like
What? In the city?
Yes, thank you. Hi guys, welcome back to Delulu. Hello Guacamole Lulus, and welcome back to Delulu. And a special welcome to today's guestie. He is a massive content creator, artist, songwriter, and honestly, a modern day marketing genius.
Wow, thank you.
Like, I need to do a case study on you.
Thank you so much.
The way that you promote everything is so well done and organic.
Thank you.
You would think you have like a massive team, and we were talking earlier that you don't.
No, it's pretty much me. I mean, I get help from some people. I hire videographers. I have my friend, he's an assistant, but like, yeah, it's pretty much just me out there with the ideas, and we brainstorm. I call some people, but yeah, it's the ideating, the even like I'll co-edit and like
You're
cover
really
pasting
out
and all
here
that
doing
stuff, so
it. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm excited to meet talented people and work with other people and
I love hearing
collaborate.
that.
But yeah, I feel like I have a very strong skill at delegating. So like I know where my strengths are, my weaknesses are.
That's how I am too.
Yeah.
And welcome, JAYO. This is JAYO.
Thank you. Hi guys.
So JAYO, actually, I was at a showcase, artist showcase the other day, and you were there. You played some of your album, and after I heard it, I was like, I need him on the show.
Yeah, and
it
here
was
we
so
are.
good. Yeah, I know. And you actually played me the entire album right before we started.
Yeah,
this.
it was fun.
I like the project; it's super cohesive.
Thank you. Yeah.
So we're getting into it. This is the first time that you're actually putting out a full body of work because you've just done standalone singles for years now. Like, why is this the time that this is your debut album? You're finally doing it.
You know, I've just been kind of like tired of being told what to do as an artist. I think part
of
it.
Who?
And just everybody. Like,
name them.
I watch YouTube, I watch all this stuff. Everybody's like, oh, you need to get signed. You need to do this. And then it's like, I got my 50-50 deal that I thought was good and it wasn't.
Right.
And I think like after that, I just realized like, you know what? Like, why don't I actually just be an artist? Like, they're like, oh, it's 2025 or 2026. You don't release albums anymore. People only want singles. So I'm like, you know what?
I hate that so much.
Let me build this album that I want to do. Like, I have so many songs that feel cohesive. Let's actually like focus, go in album mode on these, and just like make the best project I can, and go from there. And I want to make more albums and just like really build like a fan base and an audience that just like enjoys my music and can hear stuff in context.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's finally happening.
Yeah, it's finally happening.
Because I feel like it's been like literally just like single after single. You promote it, and then you never before wanted to like do a body of work. You never wanted to like an EP.
I feel like I've always wanted to. Like even the name for this album, I've had that name since like I started doing music in 2019.
I've had my album title since 2019
as
well.
Yeah, I have the next album title and like the possible third one too. So I already know the album title names.
That's
I just
crazy.
like was trying to waiting for the time.
Okay.
And I think like there's always these rules. Like I don't know. I just heard rules like, oh, you don't want your first album until you blow up, so that way you could be Grammy nominated for
it's
best
like,
new
I
artist.
feel like everyone says a bunch of shit like that because they like it's just like, but I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
I think in this day and age, and you know this better than anyone, it's like you can really create your own path. You can market it how you want to market it.
Exactly.
So with this first album and your next album, which you're calling JAYOification.
You want to know the next album name? We haven't even mentioned this album name.
What is the name of this album?
The album name for this one is Antidepressants.
And I love that.
Yeah.
And it goes really perfectly with your brand because JAYO stands for...
Just a Young Optimist.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I heard the album, and it's a very optimistic album.
Thank you.
Albeit one song, but...
No, when I was coming up with the artist name JAYO, like, so my name, John O'Lear, is my government name. And I'm not like hiding that at all, but I took my initials because people would call me JO all the time when I was playing basketball track.
Totally.
But like the letters, and then like my handle used to be like J O'Lear. And then I remember when I was literally just praying one day, like I need an artist name, and then it just like came to me, JO, and I was like, oh well, if I do JO, I need a meaning. And like 2 seconds later, Just a Young Optimist, and I was like, I feel like that's the most like in sync with who I am.
1,000,000%, because your music sounds like that too.
Yeah,
It's super bright, super optimistic.
Yeah, and I just feel like I'm in general an optimistic person. I just like
you are.
Like to
you're a laugher. We were like chatting before this. Like you are very infectious. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, and yeah, I even like when I was I used to be a substitute teacher, and like just like so many people have told me like my music has helped them like feel joy or just even my presence. So I felt like naming my first album Antidepressants. Not to say take these instead of like, if you need antidepressants, of course. But I just feel like my
doctor.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not a doctor, but I feel like my mission on this earth is to bring joy and a light to people. So
that's awesome, and you do that with your content too.
Yeah, in every way.
I feel like everything you do is so intentional, and it really is leaning towards like bringing positivity.
Yeah,
it's super awesome to see. It's actually kind of refreshing.
Thank you. Yeah.
Because I feel like some of your lyrics can lean really sad too, though.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like it's funny that like my biggest song is a sad song technically, but
right. Who would have thought?
But yeah,
you're about to rectify that though.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we'll see.
We'll see.
I got like other sad songs on the album that can go crazier. So yeah, it's funny. If that's what works, it works. Because even for that song, people are telling me, like, oh man, you really helped me get through this relationship.
That's the best to hear, especially as an artist.
Yeah, I actually need to start taking screenshots of it and just make a collage of like
100%.
all the people that are impacted.
I mean, you still can. The song's still going.
Honestly, yeah, it is.
Yeah, you're about to revive it too. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, have you always wanted to be an artist?
What's crazy? I have like when I was 4 years old, or like really young, I have like little kid tapes of me like singing with a headset, singing Backstreet Boys, and then growing up like singing, I just like we didn't know it was a possibility. My parents are immigrants and came from Nigeria.
Yeah.
And with Nigerian immigrants everywhere, it's just lawyer, doctor, or pursue that path. And like arts wasn't really seen as like a job or.
I totally understand that. Like same coming from an Asian upbringing.
And, it's all out of love. But so growing up, it was just like. Focus on math. I was a math or my mom was a math teacher, and then I would focus on math. And I actually wasn't even that good at writing, so it's actually crazy that I became a songwriter. Because you're a good lyricist now. Thank you. Yeah. No, it's actually insane. Because like I failed English like multiple times.
No way. What?
I failed in middle school. I think I failed in high school, and I failed in college. I had to retake it in college.
What? And you're such a good yapper, though.
It's great. Yeah, I'm better at communication, which is what I ended up majoring in.
Oh, got you.
But it's just like I don't know what it is. Reading comprehension. Maybe it's the ADHD. Just like the reading stuff was just hard.
You're like all over the place.
Yeah, like
totally.
Even becoming a teacher, I had to like take a grown man SAT called a CBEST.
Okay.
And like I passed the math part with like I only missed one question, which I was like, how did I?
So you're like good at math, like dead ass.
Really good at math. But then English, I passed by one question.
Got it.
As a grown adult, so I was just like crazy.
You should do like this thing can I recommend something?
Yeah.
Maybe like in your music and your lyrics. I don't know if you already do this, but maybe you should do like some counting. Like maybe like 7 months.
I love
10
concepts.
Days.
Yeah, I love concepts. So totally. I love like to do number stuff. I mean, I'll probably bring it. I mean, music in general. If you know like
counting's just fresh.
If you play music and play instruments and like especially if you know a little theory, you'll understand that there's a huge like synchronicity with math and music theory.
Oh yeah, it's such a formula. Bonnie McKee talks about that all the time. Yeah. Like there is like a math to writing a pop song.
Right, exactly. Even writing and playing and like chord progressions and all this stuff. Like there's so much like. So I think that's why like
probably why you're good at it.
Yeah. I think like because I was late to it and it just like worked. So like growing up, like if I go back to my story, my older sister was a track athlete, Olympian, and like the way she got found was like in 7th grade, I guess a boy took her to lunch and like she hawked him down and track coach was like, "You're on the team." So I guess like that's how my family saw talent. And so like when I would sing. I'd sing around the house and stuff, and like, or even in school, people would just say "shut up" and all this stuff, and nobody really understood, like, or told me like you can learn and get better. I think like we all just thought it was kind of like, oh, if you see a singer that's amazing, they just like started
that's
like that.
That's like the expectation.
Yeah,
honestly, that people are just like good singers, or that you're a better artist because you're a good singer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I didn't know that until like college. I was even on track team because all my siblings did track in college, but I was like the weakest athlete on my family. I was the only one that did D2.
Oh shit.
Everybody else is D1, but. My passion was basketball, and I chose my college based off basketball. But my sophomore year, or after my freshman year of being called a Happy Feet because I was always singing and dancing.
That's so cute.
my sophomore year, someone was like, "Yo, you need to try out for gospel choir. Like, you're gonna fall in love with music." And I was like, "I don't know." And I tried out. I fell in love with music, and then picked up piano, guitar, and just was on 5 choirs to finish out college on a scholarship.
Damn, and then you're just doing it.
Yeah, and then after I just decided to. My mom was like, "You should, if you're going to pursue this, you got to be like something that with a flexible job, be a substitute teacher." And I was like, "That's actually."
Oh, that's actually really smart.
Yeah, I was like, "That's a genius idea," and I was like, "Because I can literally call off tomorrow if I want, and nobody's going to care."
Music or something.
Yeah, so yeah, I started posting covers while being a teacher in 2017, but 2019, my students told me to hop on TikTok, and I.
You're an early one.
Yeah. 2019 September, they told me to hop on. So like,
and
I gained 1 million followers in 4 months.
That's crazy.
And then it just like.
Was it from, that was like when you're doing like comedy of the videos, like you're doing skits though. When did you start doing like singing on like TikTok?
So before that, in 2018, while I was like subbing, I started doing covers. And then on YouTube and stuff, and I grew like to like 10K on IG and like 7K on YouTube.
Yeah, that's good.
And like or like 4K on YouTube. But when I first started posting on TikTok, because my students told me to, they were like, "You're funny. You need to show people you're funny." I did like one video, got 800 views, and I was like, "What? You can like get views and no following? That's crazy."
Yeah.
And then like I posted 2 music stuff. They flopped. So my 4th post, I talked to my friend, and she like had 100K at the time on TikTok.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, you need to duet people in the music space, da 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 da. Use funny." So I duet this girl Fozia, who had like a viral video for Countdown by Beyonce, the boy.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
And she's banging on the wall.
That was super
so
big.
I duetted it as the rat in the wall. And that was my first video to hit 1 million views.
Yeah, that's funny.
So like since then I was like, all right, I'll just do funny
little
stuff.
Skits.
Yeah, and I did like POV, "You're the barber, I can't stop staring," and that went viral like across every platform.
That is funny.
I just kept doing funny stuff. So I gained 1 million off comedy, and I was like, in my head, music isn't working. So I was like, I still was making music, but I couldn't figure out how to do it on social media. So I spent the last like few years just trying to convert that.
You kind of mastered that though, combining skits and then comedy and then
like some time.
world building with it.
Yeah, it took some time.
But you're like the best at it now. I think you're the face of like actually marketing music.
Yeah, thank you.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I still have a lot of high expectations for myself and some goals for myself. So I
that's
definitely
completely
want to
fair.
do it even better. But
yeah. Well, so then you start with like storytelling. You do the skits with TikTok. When did you start learning how to like bridge that gap between like your comedy videos and then the music thing you're doing?
I was probably trying from like, because I went to like 2 million followers on TikTok, and then like after that point I was like, I really want to do music. I'm not happy doing comedy. Like
I love that.
I love comedy, but like I'm not happy with people not knowing that I'm a musician. So and I think part of it was also just making better music, but I do think some of those songs should have sent. Like I've performed those songs live now, and they still are good. But like I think I spent like 3 years just really trying to get it to work, like figure out what's that balance. Like how much of should I put like my song behind a comedy skit? Should I kind of write a skit around the song? Should I do like you know, I was trying to find that balance.
How'd you figure that like strategy that ended up working?
Honestly, the first song that I feel like connected music wise was a song called "Comfortably You" in 2023. And it was funny because it was the first time I came up with the video concept before the song.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Before writing the song?
Yeah, I was in the shower, and I like
you had a video idea.
Yeah, I had the idea.
And you're gonna make a song around that.
I was literally like, okay, I have this idea. I'm like, what if I go up to somebody that's like, 5'10", and I ask, "Hey, what's your height?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm 6 foot." And I pull out a measuring tape, and I measure, and I sing a song about being honest.
Oh,
so I wrote the hook. I was like, "You could be honest, you could be cool, comfortably real and comfortably you."
Oh, I love that.
But so the hook was still there, and then I still made the song like really vulnerable and honest about like just like insecurity and everything.
Totally.
But I wanted so now I have this video idea. I went and staged that, made sure like I did it a few times just to make sure it feels real.
Yeah.
And then I just did multiple situations of just people getting caught, and it actually connected. And it was the first time I was getting like hundreds of thousands of views on like my music now, because people are like, "Oh my God, this song." Honestly, I want to bring back the series. It was fun, but it was like it connected. And then I ended up having to go to Greece for my cousin's wedding, and we came back, and my grandmother passed. But like it was just like a lot of time I didn't post after, and I think that's why that series fell off. But
yeah, that's the thing. You have to stay super consistent.
Yeah, you have to stay. Once it works, you have to stay consistent. And it was working. And then when I tried to post again after 2 months of not posting that same series, it didn't work. So
that's the thing about momentum. Like
one.
You really can't like stop. Like when you start, you have to like keep going.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that can be so challenging too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much more of a demand, especially as like a modern day artist with TikTok and like how to market it. It's like you never stop.
Yeah.
The second it begins, you just have to keep it pushing.
It's all about like, keeping the ball rolling. And
1,000,000%.
once you get that spark, it's like that's just the beginning.
100%.
So like, so yeah.
And then it's actually go time.
Yeah, exactly.
Now the pressure's on.
And I've gotten that spark multiple times. So now it's like, okay, how do I one, capitalize again, but also capitalize better? Like, how do I really like funnel people better has been my focus this year.
Oh yeah,
So,
we were just talking about that.
Yeah.
Absolutely, converting people to be more loyal into like really
Exactly.
tapping into the world. You know what? What I liked about your project though is I felt like that was a cohesive world that you were building, especially because like you said, you were just doing a bunch of singles leading into this new album. But now it's like this is a project, this is cohesive, and we want people to tap into that world. I'm super into like world building, especially with artists and albums. I'm really into like having people be invested in the artist and this album, the world that was built there. So like I think that's gonna be really interesting. You have so many more songs that you're gonna be able to play with and make little videos about and everything too.
No, thank you.
I feel like your productions on your videos are so like they look so big for like short form videos. Yeah, like big productions.
Shout out to the editors. I'll say Dylan has helped. I've worked with Tom and Zach. I've worked with Stefan Disman. I've worked with like a lot of people just that have helped. Like,
do you all like creative conceptualize it, or is it just you?
For the most part, I come up with most ideas, but I definitely bounce stuff back and forth, and like people come up with ideas too.
It's so important to work with the right people.
Credit. Yeah. I wouldn't take credit for all the ideas, but I think it's like, you know, the very first video that took off for Worst Case Scenario, I was like, I'm gonna drop ice cream and stare at the camera. And like, you know, it sounds simple, but like, you know, I saw that videographer's kind of like the way he did some other videos, and I was like, okay, I bet if I combine my idea with this, we can make this work. And
I love that.
Yeah, that's how it started working, and you know, then we start bouncing off each other. We have some calls sometimes, and you know, I think like being able to bounce back and forth. Like I understand top to bottom the whole editing process, so it kind of helps when we like ideate. Like, okay, if we are gonna do a green screen video, like what does that look like? What do we need to shoot? What blanks do we need to get? All that stuff, and it helps like. Yeah, it just helps bouncing back and forth with the videographers to get like the best product.
How much planning goes into it before you even shoot these videos?
Depends on the video.
Okay.
But definitely like sometimes it's like, you know, like we have a call and then it's like, okay, I want to shoot like these 5 of this day, and I just go get the props or order on Amazon. And then yeah, it's like sometimes it's just like we're already there, like F it, let's just do stuff. Like there's actually this prop store that I got like a lot of my like rubber bats that I've hit myself in the face with, or like glass breakaway glasses.
It's like very sensationalized.
Yeah, they do like movie effects and stuff, but sadly they burned down in like November. So
no fucking way, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was like trying to get a prop, and that's when I found out. I was like, oh shit.
So what do you do now?
They said they'll be back soon, so hopefully I got to check in and see. But yeah, I'm excited to get back into being consistent with content, and
I mean, you're working on an album, so I think it's understandable.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think it's like more important to like make sure the art's good and make it make sense too.
Yeah. I started going into quote unquote album mode with songs. I would say in 2023.
Okay.
The very first song I felt like I went album mode with was Not My Fault. That song actually has like 11 different versions.
Interesting. It's not on the album.
No. It's not on the album. But it was like as far as like, because I felt like with a lot of other songs, I would rush them.
Oh.
And like I would spend like 4 maybe 8 hours on each song, like max.
Oh yeah.
Like 1 to 2 sessions and just drop it. Even if I felt like, oh, I could have done something different, I would still just drop it.
Yeah.
And just so I could
Why is that? Just put it out.
I don't know. People were telling me just be consistent, just drop it out. Like, you know, I was learning from people like Russ or like whatever, and I'm not blaming Russ for why I did that, but I'm just saying like, you know, like I just felt like I just never really like took the time on a song, and Not My Fault was one of those songs that I was like, no, this is a good written song.
Totally.
I just not happy with the production where it's at.
Yeah.
Let's move it. Let's get another producer. Let's change the bass. Like get a live bass. Let's do the. I just kept going until I got it to where it's at.
Yeah.
And I think it's a really strong song. It's one of my favorite songs.
Absolutely. Putting the intention behind a song is like super important.
Exactly. Yeah. So once I saw that, and it's doing really well with barely any promo. Honestly, like I put way more promo. It's so funny. The very first Worst Case Scenario video that blew up was actually a backup idea because I was promoting Not My Fault. Because Not My Fault just came out. Yeah. And Worst Case Scenario came out the October before. Yeah. And I was like, all right, we're going to do this like crazy video idea for Not My Fault. Like 3 of me are going to be playing Jenga with each other.
Right.
And you know what? Just in case this video doesn't work, let's shoot one where I drop ice cream.
and then that ended up being
the one that like blew up. And I was like, okay, let's keep doing Worst Case Scenario.
Honestly, It's so out of our hands.
Yeah,
what does well?
You never know. You never know.
But then you roll the punches, and then you start like working on that one.
Yeah, if someone said that was gonna be my biggest song, I would not have believed them.
That's crazy.
There's definitely other songs that I would have thought would have been bigger.
Yeah.
But I mean, it makes sense in hindsight. So it's like all I could do is like analyze why that happened.
Yeah.
Like, as a math brain, I'm like, okay, what are the variables? What are the things that are
100%, because you're gonna want to replicate that success.
Exactly. Yeah. So
that's how I am too with my videos and like with everything I do. I'm like, okay, that did well. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Let's make more.
Yeah. So I'm always analyzing why did this work? Why did this go successful? You know, and I feel like I've already had that background in that space from the just doing TikToks for a while.
Totally.
And and even in comedy, so like I understand like most videos on the For You page, if I see it, I know exactly why it went viral. So I can
you can pick it apart.
I can pick it apart and deconstruct it. Yeah. So
as a content creator, I feel like I analyze things so deeply. Like this is why this did well, and this is what we could do to apply it to what I want to do or what I'm looking for here.
Yeah. So it's just a matter of like trying to do that with the song as well. Like, why does the song do? Okay, it's a breakup song. It's a sad song. Oh, the song in itself is a hook. You know, saying worst case scenario is a hook in itself. Like now you want to hear what's the rest. You know, and if I say it 3 times back to back, I have to listen because I'm curious what is the worst case scenario.
And then people wonder like, what's the best case scenario?
Exactly.
Right. And you got to give the people.
I just wrote a best case scenario.
Give the people what they want.
I got to give people what they've been asking for 2 years. I was like, I can't make it corny. Yeah. I think that's why I just like never did it because I was like, it's gonna be corny. But I found a way to like make best case scenario not corny
with the same producer from worst case scenario.
Exactly.
So Slush Puppy did worst case scenario. Guesty Slush Puppy, who's also on Delulu. Love that episode. Please watch. He actually told me when he was here, I was like, oh, JAYO's coming in, and then he was like, I did his biggest song, worst case scenario, and I just did a song for him, best case scenario.
It's so funny. I don't know how much he told of this story, but with Slush Puppy, we literally, for the first time we met, we had 4 hours. And the third rider was like late too. He was his Uber got stuck in traffic or whatever.
Oh shit.
And it's actually crazy. I was going to edit a video showing this, but I have the original voice note.
Oh my God,
for when we wrote the song.
I would love to hear that.
It is actually insane how quick we wrote this song. Cause like we were just like, I was just like, yeah, I just want like this type of vibe, yada yada yada.
Totally.
And then like yeah, I just like June 7th, there it is, June 7th. And he just started some guitar stuff. And like usually like if I hear chords I like or whatever, I can start throwing melodies.
Totally.
And like throughout the day, throughout the years, I've always like if I come up with an idea just like while talking, conversating, we say a word that triggers me. I'm like, ooh, let me write that on my list.
Yeah.
I think like that day or the day before I wrote down worst case scenario just as an idea.
Yeah.
So
you pull it up,
he starts playing the guitar, I see the thing, it's like you'll see. So this is the full voice memo of when we wrote worst case scenario. He's trying to find the chords, you know.
That's so cool.
So you can kind of hear him figuring it out, right?
Yeah, you're like starting.
There it is. And I instantly say I fuck with that. Instantly.
It's just like a cool loop.
And you hear me, watch. First melody I throw. I don't even want to pause just to hear how quick it can.
Worst case scenario. Worst case scenario? Yeah. Worst case scenario.
And he was like, bet.
What?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
That was literally a 2 minute
literally
audio.
made a hit.
2 minutes.
That's crazy. And that's literally the song.
Yeah.
That's literally the song.
Yeah.
It doesn't even deviate from that.
So we literally wrote the chorus by the time the third rider came in. We were already on the first verse, and then he helped out. He He was like killing it on
Wait,
the
that's
stuff,
awesome.
on the
I
verses.
love the process behind like songs being made.
Yeah. No, I wanted to literally do a video on that. I guess I'll just clip this podcast, but
We'll give you a
'cause
clip.
I found this randomly. I was just like, oh my gosh,
Wait,
this
that's
is the
so fucking
original
awesome.
audio.
What the hell? Thanks for sharing that.
But then the crazy part is he disappeared off the face of the earth for 2 years after that. I literally was trying to do multiple sessions. I was like, yo, Slush, let's like do a follow-up session because like we never even like the original.
Shit took off.
Yeah, it's like demo vocals.
Right. Oh shit.
Like the audio you hear is that
Was it
same
just-
day.
you had one session?
We had one session, 4 hours. And like I wanted to go back and do other vocals and stuff, but then like he was just schedule busy, and then was like, all right, shoot, we'll just drop the song.
Shut the hell up.
He was like, yeah, it's fine. It sounds fine. He sent me a mix. It literally sounded the same as the demo. I was like, cool, whatever. Mix one, and then it was like, all right, let's just upload it. And then it sends. Like, you know, I think the very first post I posted when it came out already had the song triggered at like 3K plays a day.
Yeah.
And then it like simmered down to like 1K play a day. And then when I posted that second video in May with the ice cream dropping, it jumped up to 10K plays.
How crazy
And
is
SZA
that?
liked the song and all that shit. Like, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, so yeah, it was going crazy.
And he
I'm hitting
disappeared.
him up like, yo, let's hop in the session. Let's da-da-da-da-da. Never, and I finally get him while I'm doing this album mode. I'm like, look, Slush.
You're like, we're sitting down.
I was like, low-key, I'm about to have to kidnap this kid.
You have to like lock him in a pod or something and
Yeah,
talk to him.
I was like, we're gonna make best case
Totally.
scenario,
Yeah.
and I need you for it because you did worst case scenario, and it just worked out timing wise.
how'd you end up catching him?
You know, I actually like put him in a knapsack and like.
Yeah.
No, I told-
Sometimes that's what you got to do with producers. Like,
no, but I he just happened to be in LA at a certain weekend. We scheduled a date, and we just wrote best case scenario. Literally
y'all knocked it out.
last song we wrote for the album.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago before this, so yeah.
And now the album's done.
Yeah, now the album's done. We're just mastering some of the tracks. Most of them are mixed, and finishing up some paperwork and ready to deliver.
We're ready to hear it.
Yeah.
Well, you played it for me right before this,
Yeah.
and it's so fucking good. I want to talk about the album.
Yeah.
So, Antidepressants.
Yes.
And Ruin My Life was the first single for the album.
Yes.
And you just put it out.
Yeah.
Well, you had the other songs.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't expect Small Fish, Big Pond to be on the album, and then like when I put it together, I was like, oh, this kind of fits, so I just threw that in there. But
It's such an optimistic song. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, like,
Yeah.
genuinely makes so much sense.
yeah, so that's gonna be the closer of the album, and I put "Ruin My Life" as the opener of the album. It was originally gonna be just a single. It was actually supposed to come out in November.
Yeah.
Because we were working on that. Actually, it's so funny. One of my song "U-Turn," we kind of like. When we were making U-Turn with Olivia Lunny, Ian, my producer, showed me the rough instrumental for Ruin My Life, and like a rough concept he had on it. It was actually like way slower, different drums, all this stuff. So I was like, save that for later. We'll do that. And then we wrote U-Turn.
Bookmark.
And then like the
Got
next
it.
week we wrote Ruin My Life. We like changed the tempo, all this stuff, all that.
Yeah.
And then like I was ready to release it, but then that's when we started realizing that some of these tracks that we were holding really sound good together.
Yeah, totally.
So once we started putting it into a project, it was like, okay, now I can specifically write like what parts of the story is missing, you know? And that's when
That's
I wrote
smart.
songs like Words That Aren't Mine in December. I wrote After the Honeymoon because I was like, okay, I need a song that goes from like this happy relationship into worst case scenario. What does
Got
this look like? And I wrote
it.
After the Honeymoon, which
And
is
you bring it
coming
back
up
to
next.
the optimism.
Exactly. And then I was like,
Smart.
okay, let's put best case scenario after. Okay.
It really does follow a narrative.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
That's so good.
yeah.
So Ruin My Life was like the catalyst for creating the album. Then.
Yeah. And it just, Ian's a great producer. He just is really good at like movie soundtracks too. So the song just sounds like an intro and an opener to like,
Oh yeah, I like how
world.
it began and like it rises.
Yeah,
I think that's the perfect album opener, honestly.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, so I love the song. It sounds great. I'm excited to perform it. I performed it once at Barry College for a college show, but excited to do it on.
You're gonna be performing it a lot more soon this year.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to plan a tour for May, so I'll start.
Where should JAYO go? on
Yeah,
this tour?
I mean, I need
What do
people
we
to let
think?
me know. I'm gonna drop a link.
Definitely LA.
Yeah, of course. LA, born and raised over here, so it's the one show that I know I can at least get a guest list of 200 to 300.
Yeah.
But,
I'll be there.
That's the thing. Everybody in LA wants to go to the show for free. I'm like, how many of my friends want to buy a ticket? Let's see.
I'm like so opposite. I'm very, very good about like, don't guest list me. I'm gonna buy a ticket. I'm gonna show up.
I respect
I'm like,
that. Thank you.
I just feel like,
I try to
especially
do
with
that too.
artists,
Yeah.
like I always want to buy the merch. Like, I think it's so important to show like you
Yeah.
care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I know that.
I mean,
LA
it depends
culture-
on the artist. Like, I'm like, some artists, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be on guest list.
Interesting.
I'm like, like, if you need that, like, I was definitely like, but with Bryce, like, I'm like, put me on the guest list.
I mean, I would hope so. I would hope so, Bryce.
Yeah. But like, yeah, it just depends. It's all love.
So you're planning a tour then?
Yeah, I'm planning a tour right now. First time planning a headline tour. I just came off 3 opening tours last year.
That's awesome.
And yeah, I want to prove to people I can sell tickets, and I think that will lead to me getting more opening tours for like some of my dream artists, like John
What's like
Bellion.
a dream venue in LA you want to perform at?
Dream venue, ooh, Staples Center. I mean, that's just like
Yes, they just had the
call
Grammys
it the
there.
Staples Center.
Me
But
too. Yeah.
I'm born and raised here, so
Absolutely.
just Kobe's one of my biggest influences, and
Right.
Yeah.
You want your album to be exactly 24 minutes.
I was yeah. So
You guys, right now it's
it's
at 23 and a half minutes.
yeah, and it was like so it depended on what songs and what versions I have on the album, but it was really close to being exactly 24. I might not get that, so we'll see.
Yeah, that's a
by the
crazy
time
thing.
It's out. I was just like, oh, it's so close to being 24.
I asked, I was like,
exactly.
why 24? He's like, Kobe.
Yeah. I was like, if it's close enough, I'll just add some extra dead space on the end of some songs and make
No
it 24
way.
exactly. But
That's so funny.
But yeah, it's a quick album, so you guys have time to listen.
Well, I want to talk about like the album itself. So like a lot of the songs are kind of short. I know like the longest ones are like about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So like, is that intentional? You want them to be short songs?
I think just me having a short attention span, I just know how to attract people with short attention spans.
That's so crazy.
I'd rather people loop a song than play it once. So.
Oh my gosh, I'm opposite. I feel like my songs are kind of really long.
Yeah.
Because I love a bridge.
If you
and
got
I
a
love
lot to say.
chorus. I have a lot to say.
I
have a lot to say.
I love a bridge if it makes sense. I would never want to force one, me personally. I mean, respect to a
I feel
bridge
like
at
when
all
I was
time,
listening
but-
to that album, I was trying to find a bridge. And
Yeah.
I feel like maybe did After the Honeymoon have a bridge?
No, it had an instrumental.
Oh, it had like an
So
instrumental
it's
bridge.
kind of like
Okay,
an
got
instrumental bridge. Yeah.
Totally.
And
Stardust
Words
was
That
great.
Aren't Mine. Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
Words That Aren't Mine has one. We almost added. So I originally Stardust. We'll see what version comes out, but I won't even mention
Right.
who's on it. But there's
We have a great
there's a solo
feature.
version and then a feature on it.
Yeah.
And then so we thought about moving my old verse 2 into a bridge. And we had that version printed, but we were just like, it kind of felt better shorter. So we just like cut the whole verse 2 that I had.
It's a quick album.
And kept the feature on there, but we'll see. It might be just the solo version out depending on how we figure it out. But
Right, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I mean, hopefully, like you can put out all the versions.
Yes, hopefully,
Yeah.
that's the goal. So
I think my favorite on the album, based on the first listening, was At Hello.
hello, love it.
Yeah,
that was with
super good.
producer AOK. He does a lot of stuff with like Quinn 92, Chelsea Cutler. Their manager set that up, Sammy Seaver. So shout out to Sammy. It's actually funny because that song we made it right when Worst Case Scenario was blowing up in 2024.
Oh shit.
And Sammy tells me all the time, and AOK, both their wives like love that song. Like that, we
And
had
that's how
version
you
1,
knew.
and they were just like, and they listen to a lot of music, mind you. Like this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
producers and music managers. They're like, my
Oh, for
wife
real.
ran into the room and was like, "What the heck?
I would've been the
who
wife.
the
I
heck
love
is
that
this?
one.
Yeah, who the heck is this? Yeah." So I mean, I love that song too. And I think that's when I had Ruined My Life and At Hello, it was kind of like, okay, yeah, this is a body of work that I can make.
Okay.
So yeah, and then we literally got like Stardust like same time. Corey already had that song. Actually, it was originally a Ty Vertis pitch. Funny enough, or like a Ty and a couple other people heard it, and yeah, it landed with me.
I was gonna say
and it found
songs
a
like
home.
find their home, and
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
it's usually
and
right.
we changed the song originally was like a breakup song, and I was like, oh, what if we make it like, because I like some of the words, like it's like what is it? Why do I keep lying to myself? And I was like, what if we make it just about like instead of why do I keep lying to myself that I miss my ex? Why don't we make it? Why do I keep lying to myself that I'm nonchalantly in love with you
Aw.
when I really do love you?
Yeah.
So that's what we like changed the song to. It has a better feel, and yeah, just.
I mean, the
feels
album
like,
starts pretty like it's going from this journey of like optimism, and then
Yeah.
like the sad, and then goes right back to that high note.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the arc that I wanted to build in this movie and world.
I love that.
So yeah.
Wait, how long did this album take, like start to finish? Would you
Oh
say?
man. From when I knew that it was going to be an album, or just from like
Well,
all the
because like you
songs?
did Ruin My Life. You said you wanted to put it out in November last year.
Yeah.
You had At
because
Hello.
we wrote it in July.
You wrote that one in July. Then you were like, okay, maybe we'll make like a project around this. But you had
Yeah.
At Hello like years prior.
I had At Hello probably the year prior. Yeah, the July before. So July 2024.
And that was just like at the time, it's like standalone. You just
Honestly,
made it.
probably the oldest. I'm trying to think what's the oldest song on the album. I mean, outside of Small Fish Big Pond, which already is out, because that song was made in October 2023. I would say the oldest song that is unreleased is Stay Up, and I made that literally the day or the week after I shot the music video for Worst Case Scenario. So like that was December 2023.
Gotcha.
And then some of the other songs just came about.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, okay, all these kind of could work together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, Stay Up wasn't even fully produced. It was just a loop. It was like we had the vocal on like a guitar loop, and I kept sending it to different producers. And then I started working more with Ian, because like before working with like Ian, the first song we did was Damage, Ian Everson. And then after that, the second song we did was U-Turn. But before working with Ian, I really worked with like every producer like a lot. Like I have like 40 songs out, and no producer had more than 2 songs. So I was constantly just like everywhere.
Oh yeah, you're like really out there.
And the reason why it sounds cohesive is because I'm always creative producing as well. Like I definitely like am very involved in production. I actually have only written to 2 pre-made beats, so most of my songs are made with the beat and awesome. the writing at the same time. And like I play piano, guitar, I understand theory, so like we'll get in there and I'll make sure like you're
like originating a lot of it too.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
So yeah, it's very much like I love to be involved in the production of the whole song top to bottom. So before working with Ian, I was all over the place, and then I was like, yo, you want to try out this song too? I sent him the loop, and he produced that version a year, and it was honestly like the one that I was like, oh, this feels the most me.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
You know, because I have an EDM version, I have other stuff, and maybe I'll drop those versions later. But I have so many different versions of that song, because it was just a loop that I had for like 2 years.
You could do a version of that one too.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, like shoot, we'll do a deluxe album
because I feel like this one like it felt like very R&B leaning to me too.
Yeah, and actually like one of my favorite references, John Bellion, who I'd love to open for one day. But,
putting it out there, John. He's a viewer of Delulu. So.
Is he?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah, we love it.
Yeah, him and Harry Styles like binge it together.
Love you. Huge influence on my music for sure. Actually, John Bellion's the reason I even started writing music, to be honest. Yeah. 2016, my friend put me on to his music. Was it 2015 or 16? But he put me on, I think it was 16, because that's when The Human Condition came out.
Oh, yeah. Great
But
album.
it wasn't even that. It was the song Woke the Fuck Up. That was the first song that he showed me of John Bellion. And I was just so, like, drawn in to, like, how he can go to just so many different, like, areas in music. It just starts, it builds. It's, like, this big drop, and then he went to the piano. And I was like, what is this? This is a song. And I never written a song before that. So I started writing, like, right after that. Like, so John Bellion is literally, like, one of my biggest influences.
Wait, that's, like, genuinely an incredible story.
Yeah.
Like, you literally just clocked.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
I would love to open for John Bellion. Huge influence. I've had a lot of friends that worked with him, but... huge influence. And then I listened to a lot of Ed Sheeran at the time. And then like I was always listening to Bieber.
You mentioned in the studio we were just in when you played the album that Bruno was Bruno is also an influence for the album.
I love Bruno. I grew up on Michael, and I love like, you know, people that emulate the greats. One of my favorite artists right now, Dominic Fike. Somber's great. Olivia Dean's great. I feel like there's tiny bits of everybody that I listen to in me, but at the end of the day, it's really me.
Totally.
But I love giving credit where credit's due. So there's a lot of.
I love hearing where like people's inspirations and references are too.
Yeah, it's
in
all
their
over
music.
the place. I definitely have R&B references as well. Like I listened to a lot of like Usher growing up, and I listen to a lot of Leon Thomas right now. Actually, SZA, Leon Thomas are like top 2 on Spotify all the time, right behind like Dominic Fike and Omar Apollo and me, and
right.
Listening to Malcolm Todd a lot. Would love to work with him too. Would love to work with anybody that I just mentioned. Honestly, all those are all great people.
We're manifesting that.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I feel like After the Honeymoon is like super R&B tinged.
Yeah. That one's coming out next. I wanted to like kind of show people that I have that side, because first time singing, as you heard earlier, was like gospel choir. So
totally.
Like I have an R&B voice ish. At least I can keep up with it. But like
you played an R&B song for me like after the album. I was like, I think this is better.
Yeah. So like I was just like, let me just like kind of like curve people there. It's funny because like when I first got into the industry and writing, like I was writing pop, but like I also wanted to make R&B, and it just so happened that the first producers I was working with were just pop producers. So I just kind of like got stuck there, but it was cool. Like I like
You
pop
didn't
too.
like feel like you're like, oh, I should guide this to be in R&B direction. Maybe I
I
should
think
work
I
for R&B
tried.
producers.
There's actually like 4 songs that I deleted from my catalog that I tried.
Oh,
but like,
shit.
yeah, they're just like
It just wasn't landing for
it
you?
wasn't landing, and like it's just a matter of like which producers you're working with. I think also can influence that. But also, if I took the time to learn how to produce ideas in my head, I probably would get that more off. But I got better at that like later, and
I mean,
got
it takes
better
time, genuinely, like
Yeah.
developing your sound and also understanding your own sonic identity.
Yeah. So I mean, After the Honeymoon was definitely like R&B-ish. It's still pop-ish, but like I think I just also just write really catchy melodies.
Yeah, totally. I think you have like a very distinct lane in pop music. I
Yeah,
think it's very
thank you.
airy. I think it's very bright, you know?
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, I love just a lot of catchy people, and I just like making earworms that, like, I want people to think of a word, and it makes you think of my song. So,
Oh, yeah,
so whatever
right.
concept that is, whether it's guacamole or like
There it is.
worst case scenario,
Chipotle, love
or
that
like,
one.
yeah, just if you say a word, I want you to think of my song over every other song because it's just the stickiest.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Good branding too.
Thank you.
So when you go in to make music, like, do you think about it like, do you just make the song first, or do you think about like how you're gonna like make videos about it? Like, do you think about how you're gonna market it?
Now, definitely, like it's kind of the same time. Like sometimes it's like the concept entirely first. I haven't done that in a while. I did that with like a couple of more songs, which I could go back to doing that. But now it's more so like I love coming up with a good concept, and I like thinking while I'm writing, like, okay, is this gonna work in content? And sometimes I'll change like a whole verse. Like like I'll actually be
Really?
honest. Like Stardust, for instance, we wrote like multiple different verses for that song, and right now it's an unreleased song, but like the song start like 4-stop, like boom, 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 boom. How'd I end up here? Didn't mean to fall. And that's like we almost did a different one, but that's so you already lit
Yeah,
up.
I
It's a
clocked that.
trend. It's
Yeah.
like instantly a trend. I could put a
Definitely. You can do
fail.
so much
I could do
with
fail,
that.
fail, fail. How did I end up here? Didn't mean like I think in that way. Like I'm always thinking like what works on content, but also makes sense for the song. So it's like I could have gone a
You're
different.
trying to meet in the middle for that.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
I try to meet in the middle because I still care about the song. I'm always serving the song
Yeah.
when I'm writing, and I tell people that all the time. Like serve the song. Like even if it means like I finish the song and this is not a marketable song and maybe it doesn't come out or maybe it does. Like there's some songs I dropped and I served the song. I just had no content ideas for it.
Okay.
It's just like,
And then what
okay,
happens there?
I mean, people hear it eventually.
Got
you know,
it.
like if I really love it, I'll put it on a set list for the show. But yeah, it's like sometimes like that's just what it is. So.
Interesting.
Yeah, but now I really try to meet in the middle. Like it's like, okay, I serve the song, but I also like try to think as best like, how can I promote this while I'm making it?
Yeah,
And-
absolutely.
and
Because
it'll
marketing
influence
is like so important when it comes to music too. Like you can make the best song in the world, you can make the best project in the world, but if people don't hear it, then it's like, then what?
Yeah, exactly.
know,
exactly.
That's
yeah.
such a challenge too.
Yeah, I mean, even Frank Ocean talks about it. I can't believe I didn't mention him as a huge influence, but definitely was. I used to only listen to Frank for like a whole year, but yeah, he even mentions like thinking about you is the reason we have nights. Like like he has his poppy songs that led to having an audience to where you can do whatever you want, and I have songs that I'm already like going more into like story mode and more in depth, and like I could be more of an artist, but like I'm still in the
You can get both.
yeah, you could definitely do both, and I think that's what I kind of
It's a world that you build.
exactly, and that's why this is the first time I'm building a world with an album, and I'm excited for album 1, but as well excited for album 2. So.
You're already thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm already
What's
on
your
album 2.
favorite Frank Ocean album?
Oof.
I don't think he has a
Damn.
lot.
No, I know, but I'm like they're so close to me. Oh my gosh, favorite. It's so hard to be like favorite. You hear me when I'm like, oh, these are my top artists. I list like 5.
You gave so many. More than 5. I was counting. I think you're like an 8.
Yeah, I don't even know. Oh my gosh. Because I'm like, oh, if I name like Blonde, I'm like, but I like 5 of these songs on Orange. And I'm like, damn. It's so hard. Because my favorite overall song, if I was going to say from Frank, is Lost.
Okay.
And so it's like, do I gravitate towards Orange more? I feel like... Yeah,
Damn,
I
I
don't know.
stumped you.
I don't know.
It's like the first time you're speechless on the show.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, I don't know which one's my favorite.
That's
between
fair.
the two, but
Fair enough.
I do know that that's my favorite song. And honestly, it was Georgia Smith's cover of it that made me really love it more. I heard more of the lyrics, and then I went back and I could hear the lyrics. I just wasn't really listening, and I was like, wow, this is fire.
Yeah, totally.
Girl, you know you're lost.
Right.
Lost in the heat of it all. Miami.
He was singing Yukon.
Oh yeah,
Yukon.
I think I was
before
just
this.
listening to his live performance of it.
Oh, yeah, at the Grammys.
in the city.
There
when
it
we
is.
used to drive a Yukon, I pick up whenever you call. In the parking lot in Tucson, like, are you with me?
I think that was better than Justin.
No.
I think it
Justin's a
was.
goat. Justin's a goat.
Right.
Yeah.
From you. But
No.
yeah. Okay, that's awesome. And I think after the honeymoon, like it's such a sad one too. It's like very much in the video
Yeah.
worst case scenario. Like lyrically, it's sad.
Yeah,
kinda
well,
devastating.
lyrically, it's exactly the same thought process as worst case. Because like when we were writing worst case scenario, I literally said I don't want it to be like, I tried not to solve the problem in the song. Like I just want to talk about the problem.
Interesting.
And like I don't want to be like preachy or like like, oh hey, I'm about to break up, so I decided to leave you or whatever. Like I'm not. I just wanted to raise the question. So I'm actually worst case scenario. If you listen to the lyrics, it's really just the question.
Yeah.
Like what's going to happen after, like where we're at. Like it's not technically the breakup, but it's the feeling of before we
Like the
break up. Like
anticipation.
worst case scenario, we end up falling apart, and I'll be pouring my heart up on your stereo. It's like it's
Right.
talking about like what would happen.
Yeah.
So I kind of did the same thing with After the Honeymoon. I was like, what is the question before we even get here?
Got it.
And it was like, oh, after the honeymoon phase,
Like what comes next?
what comes next? Like, do I still love you after the honeymoon phase? Are we still
Right.
sticky? Are we still like,
Totally.
So that's what that is about. I just wanted to write the question, and I did the same thing with best case scenario too. I just wanted to write like a song that honestly I was like with best case scenario. I wanted to make a song that felt like the breakup and a funeral at the same time.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
That's a good concept.
Yeah, I was like, because we could have gotten like very detailed in the chorus. I know
Yeah.
it's such an idea. I was like, oh yeah, we could talk about like, her new man did this and that, and I was like, no, I want it to like work because like the chorus is, best case scenario, I'll only cry a tear. No matter where I go, I'll see you everywhere. I wish you the best, I do, but I know I'll be missing you. So, best case scenario, I'll only cry a tear. And I wanted that to feel sad and like,
Yeah. It
but
feels
like
melancholy.
sad, but also like anybody can feel like relate to it.
Yeah.
Because yeah, we've all experienced loss. And
Totally.
whether it's a loss of a relationship or a loss of a loved one, I think like the chorus resonates there. The verses, you could tell the story. You could be like, this is a relationship, whatever. But I just
Yeah.
wanted the chorus to feel like, okay, this resonates with people that experience the feeling of loss.
Oh my, can I tell you? So like you have such a unique approach to songwriting. Like
Thank you.
I have so many artists that come on the show. I'm a songwriter myself and
Yeah.
I know so many artists and I feel like the way you talk about and describe is like all novel to me.
Oh, wow.
Like how you write a song
Thank
is
you.
very
Yeah.
novel to me.
Thank
like,
you. Thank you.
I don't know. I'm like absorbing all of it right now.
I mean, I love to be personal, but at the same time, instead of being like too specific, and there's so many different ways to write a song. Like I definitely want to get more specific, but I like to like I like to really write about the emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that's like back in like analyzing the songs at work, like worst case scenario was very emotional.
Totally.
And I think like it was one of my more emotional songs. So I think that connected, and I think people connect to the emotion of the videos. Dropping ice cream is sad.
Yeah.
Dropping pizza is sad, and like there was a lot of sadder videos that had better conversion. And like I know so many people that get views on songs doing similar stuff to me, but like their song isn't sad or striking an emotion.
Totes.
So they're not seeing the same conversion on
It's not
Spotify.
resonating.
It's not resonating.
100%.
So I'm like, let me write about the emotion.
it's about connection genuinely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the best way. Like,
so you're like mastering it.
yeah. I'm still mastering it, and there's so much more.
You're
to
so
come.
good. I'm curious how you're gonna like do it for an album rollout now
Yeah.
instead of singles.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be fun.
we're
Especially with, like,
excited.
imagine me with the budget.
I know we keep talking about that.
Yeah.
We're getting that budget.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking to some people.
You guys, we're gonna have to buy tickets for the tour. We're gonna see him in LA.
Exactly. Please. Yeah, definitely. I'm planning a tour, but I'm as well planning a pre-LA show in hopefully March. We're thinking, so
We should all go.
This is a 2-day-old concept, so we don't have exact dates and details yet.
It's happening.
But follow
you're gonna
me at
perform the
JAYO,
album.
and we'll get it. Yeah. Oh,
There
well,
you
not the
go.
full album. I don't want to give it all away, but I
Okay.
will be performing a
Wait,
lot of
when's
songs.
the album coming out?
I'm planning for April.
April. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm planning a single a month until then. So
and
we
it's
dropped-
done.
Mostly, yeah. The songs are all decided, and it's just being mastered. Like some songs are being mastered still, and
So a single month until the album drops.
Yeah. So it's gonna be we drop Ruin My Life in January. After the honeymoon's coming after Valentine's Day.
Right.
And then
What's
we
the
have
rollout?
best case scenario because everybody's been asking it for like 3 years, and then
Give the
April
people what they want.
we'll drop the rest and just keep promoting
Love
throughout
that.
the year. But yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we're so excited for that.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
then, how's touring with Bryce? You opened for him.
Yeah.
And you guys are super close.
Yeah, we met
Bryce
in
Vine.
2021, and that's a funny story because the other part, I met Dominic Fike the same day, but that's a whole long story. Maybe I'll tell another. But
Tell us about Bryce.
Bryce is great. Yeah, we met. It's funny. I was listening to his music back when I was an Uber driver in like 2016, 17. All
Oh, you're
that.
Uber driving?
Yeah, and I didn't realize what he looked like.
Right.
So like when we met, we were just like talking and then like when he was dipping, he was like, "Yo, grab my IG," and I was like, "Cool," and he's like, "It's Bryce Vine," and I was like, "Are you Bryce Vine? I think you were on my playlist." Like, what?
Yeah.
And then like it's like I had no idea what he looked like. So then when I heard his music and stuff, and he saw my socials, was like, "Yo, you do social media? Like, I would love help." And then we ended up building a great relationship where I helped him.
Wait,
with,
what
like,
the heck? He's
some
so
socials and
cool
stuff.
for that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I would never do that.
Yeah. And then, I helped him with some campaigns, and then we just grew closer and closer. We started going out more, and a lot of our friends got a lot of mutuals already, and
Yeah,
we
totally.
just grew closer. And he let me actually open the 2022 for the first time. I opened 4 shows, and just out of love, because I was helping him with socials and stuff, and that was kind of like, you just out of love, let me do that. And I think it was just a matter of like, it made sense when Worst Case Scenario started taking off. Like, I was establishing myself more as an artist instead of being a social media creator. So his team thought it would make sense for me to open in 2025. So
Yeah, that's
that was
awesome.
the first tour I got to open. And then
Y'all are doing a lot together.
yeah. We did Damage. We did a lot of stuff. Great homie. And then after, a niece hit me up and was like, "Are you back in town? You could do my tour." And then I did a niece's tour, and then did the first half of that, and then I opened for Crash Adams right after.
Damn.
And now they're my roommates.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah, a house of YouTubers who just like all can bounce off each other and have ideas. And
How is that like? Like, is it chaotic? Like, is it fun?
I mean, no, it's fun. I think it's all about like in general. I'm answering the question in general. Living with like other creatives, I think it's all about the which creatives you're living with. I think we are very high performers, and them
Okay.
too. Like actually, because before that I lived with like Johnny Valentine and like some other creators, and too like I can name creators. I've been living with creators since like 2020. So, but I would say like I'm a high performer, but I feel like that they're like the highest performers I've ever seen. They work like a team like crazy. Like they're doing it. They're doing
really
the
are.
thing. They're like their office.
Yeah.
It's like Wolf of Wall Street. It's just like a bunch of laptops and
Oh, they're
or
on top of that
computers,
shit.
monitors next to each other,
Yeah.
and they're running multiple accounts, doing all this stuff, and like it's a whole thing, and that's motivating for me to see, as well as like with the ideas I have. So we just share back and forth.
Totally.
And like I'm already seeing like it impact like my career and my impact on them. So like it's dope to see.
It's
like,
so cool to be like
there's a lot of
mutually
change.
benefiting and like.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
I think it's all about like which creators, because like when you're around high performers, it makes you perform better. But if there's
Totally.
slack, there's slack. So
And there's
Yeah.
Slack.
yeah, and also like, are you around high performers that only care about themselves, or are you around high performers that want to
Clock
help you?
it.
Yeah,
Right.
like Vince from Cash Adams, his favorite song is After the Honeymoon. He's been playing it like crazy. It's not even out.
Oh, that's super sweet. I love when friends are supportive like that.
Yeah.
Yes. We were just talking about that with the Untitled stream.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You can see who plays.
Yeah, you can see who
shit.
plays it. Yeah.
Yes.
All you people that were like, "Oh, I played your album," and I'm like, "Did you
People
though?"
are so full of shit. Literally, I'm like, I can see. Like, I can literally
Yeah,
see.
thank you, Untitled.
All my friends literally tell me all the time. They're like, I see you playing my shit all the time. I'm like, yes,
yeah.
I listen.
Yeah.
I love your shit.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. No, I can see like the top people. I can even go down and be like, okay, this person listens
No fucking
consistently
way.
to my album before it's even out. I'm like, cool.
Okay, so you know who a real one is.
Yeah, I know who the real ones are.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Crash Adams just had 2 big videos with 2 Delulu alum, Sophie Powers and Taylor Felt.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they're
that's
great.
awesome.
Honestly, like I was the first one in their series.
Really?
Okay. Correction. I'm the first one to do "Give Me a Kiss," which
Uh-huh.
was their big song that blew up. But
Yeah.
they had 2 freestyles that were real before, like every freestyle is real, of course. But but like they had 2 freestyles
They're
that
all
were like
real, guys.
more random, is what I'm saying. Like,
Got it.
Like freestyles that were like. They were literally like in Santa Monica and just went up to like random people, and like
Yeah,
somebody
sick.
came up and and like King Vibe and like somebody else, and then I think one more person. But like, I was like, oh, like let's do "Give Me a Kiss," and like, I remember Vince being like, nah, it's not gonna blow up. Like that song's too fast for people to freestyle, and I was like, hold my beer.
Like, let me hop on this.
I was like, let me hop on this, and it
Right.
took off like 58 million views. My
Holy
YouTube,
shit.
which was stuck at 7K for years,
Uh-huh.
mind you, like, and it's crazy. Like God works in mysterious ways. I blew up on TikTok, and I just repost my content on other platforms, and I'll gain a following usually.
Yeah.
I posted 900 videos on YouTube at this time.
Just wasn't doing it.
It was not going, and I'm talking like viral videos that I have like.
Would they go
40
viral
million
on
views.
YouTube Shorts?
They just weren't going.
Interesting.
And it was just stuck at 7K.
Yeah.
And then I do the collab with them, and my YouTube jumped up to 87K. I got hit up by a bunch of labels and all this stuff. Like, and then I finally had the momentum. Now my YouTube's like at 460, and it's still growing. But like, I couldn't get out of like jail until I did that collab.
That's
and now it's like
awesome.
my music audience is YouTube, which is great.
Yeah.
Because like all the other platforms, majority came from comedy, and I had to convince them.
Oh yeah, totally.
Now it's like YouTube blew up specifically for music,
Yeah.
and I'm happy about that because like they expect music. So
100%.
which is cool. So, but yeah, I was like the first to do "Give Me a Kiss," and then that series just kept going, and now they have so many songs that are doing well. But I met them back in like 2020, so like I've known them since they were smaller the creators than me, and now they're kind of like the biggest creators in music that just are helping.
And you guys
other
are signed to the
creators.
same management.
Yeah. I referred them to Dylan.
Wow.
With social media. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it's been great, and it's great to bounce off each other and just have a lot of good ideas.
Yeah, that's super cool. I really
Yeah.
like hearing that because I feel like there in LA there could be like really like difficult people, bad people.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, I know a lot.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I
Name
don't
them right
stay
now.
there. Yeah.
Would you ever sign to a label?
I don't think anymore. I would ever.
You
do
used
that.
to want to.
I used to want. I mean, I used to think like and shout out Russ. Like I remember him mentioning like having 11 albums out and then doing a 50-50 deal on one album, and like getting that leverage and stuff. And I was like, okay, cool, 50-50 deals. That's what you want. That's what you want. And I did a 50-50 on worst case scenario. I'm just a math teacher, and I think like labels are so used to finessing people and
Totes.
like. Or
Right.
I said math major. I was a math teacher, not major. But anyway, like I just understand the numbers, and I'm just like, wow, this is so ridiculous, and I wish I understood it before.
I
But
know,
a
huh?
50-50 deal is not good.
Right.
The only way I could ever even work with a label is if it's like 80-20 artist favor, which is kind of a distro deal, if anything.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like that's impossible.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe Taylor's getting that. I don't know, or like some huge acts are probably getting the
Props,
more
the
major.
big ones.
Yeah,
Totally.
but like, what a 50-50 means for people that don't know, it means, let's say I give you 20 grand, and it means that 50% of the song is going to be profit for the label, and the other 50% is going to recoup on the 20 grand. In my case, I had what, a 15K advance. We had another 5. We had 25K marketing, 46 grand owed. My song has, I don't know how many streams, 27 million at this time. It's made damn near $100 million or 100K in dollars.
And how much
but,
do you
like,
see of
half of
that?
that is recouped, and the other half is towards recoupment. So I'm probably owed like 1 or 2K. I haven't gotten it yet, but yeah, it's like
That shit's
27
crazy.
million
The
streams
music
for
industry's
that.
like kind of like
Yeah,
insidious.
the song's making 8K a month. I would, if I just kept that to myself, because all the labels will do also, because everybody's like, oh, it's just about with the right label. All they
Totes.
do is tell you to post more on TikTok.
Totes.
They run some ads, but they tell
Totes.
you to do what you're doing.
That's
So
what
if
I
you-
tell my talent
Yeah,
to do.
so that's why I'm building a course. I'm gonna teach y'all how to post on TikTok, but at the same
Perfect.
time, it's like,
We're gonna get that course.
yeah, you don't. Yeah,
Honestly, I was gonna say you should like do more marketing. You're really good at it.
Thank you,
Especially for music. A
Yeah.
lot of musicians struggle to market
That's
their
what I'm
music.
saying. Imagine me with the budget. Let's
get you that
we'll have
budget.
soon. We'll have soon. But
Let's get that budget.
But yeah, I've been studying the game, and I'm still always learning. Shout out Kobe for that, because he's always like Kobe Bryant, one of the greatest basketball players. Like, I'm always a student of the game, so I never feel like I know everything.
I have a tattoo that says that.
Yeah, love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've always felt like I have Mamba mentality, and
Same.
yeah, even in a collaborative space like the arts, I just
I mean, yeah, it
like
makes
to have
sense.
like a hardworking mentality.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You're super positive.
Thank you.
Yeah, like genuinely.
Thank you, brother.
I feel like the entire time talking to you, like from when you got to set, like
Yeah.
you've been like really, really like actually optimistic.
I just feel like God made me this way, and I just
love
like to
that.
share His light.
Yeah.
And yeah, yeah.
Okay, JAYO, I ask all my guests on the show
Yeah.
what their most Delulu take is.
Dang. You know, I read that
Yes. And did you figure it out?
I was trying to figure it
Dylan
out.
texted me and he was like, he does not know his Delulu take.
And then I like tried to figure it out, and I came up with one, and then I completely forgot now that we're here. So like, let me just think of one.
Okay.
I don't
let's think of
know.
one.
I like the Lulu take. I just feel like all my takes are reasonable.
Really?
That's what's hard to
Okay,
become.
give me a reasonable one. I'll tell you if it's
What's a
Delulu.
reasonable take?
What's a reasonable take?
I don't even know. Give me an example of your Delulu take.
I have a lot of Delulu takes.
Give me one.
I think I'm gonna be the biggest pop star in the world.
See, that's not Delulu.
That's pretty reasonable.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like
That's
not
pretty
like if I say
reasonable.
that I'm gonna be an independent artist selling out stadiums. I don't think that's Delulu. I think
That's not
like,
Delulu.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's harder
know
for me
what?
to come
You're
up
right.
with
That's pretty
Delulu stuff.
reasonable.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I was trying to think. I was like, I maybe I'm just Delulu so much that
You
none of my
have to be
takes
Delulu for it to happen.
are Delulu. Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm gonna sell out stadiums as an independent artist.
Absolutely.
I'm going to build.
I'll buy a ticket. You don't need a guest listing.
Hey, thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
But yeah, I'm going to open for Ed Sheeran. I'm going to open for. I mean, we'll see if I can open for Justin Bieber too. I feel like Ed Sheeran, there's alignment there. Like I know like he's helped out so many cool like small artists, and I know Justin has too, and SZA and all these people that I want to open for. But also I just want to sell out the stadiums myself. Like I want to do it. And
You can headline.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I want to headline those stadiums as well. But,
100%. Okay, maybe no Delulu take then.
Yeah, I mean those are
Those
my
are pretty
Delulu
reasonable.
takes.
Those are reasonable.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think you have to be Delulu, especially if you're going to be an artist. Like, you have to have like this unwavering belief that you can do it.
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're literally doing it right now.
Yeah, I mean, I heard what Tyler, the creator, even say, like, it's just like failure is not a thought that comes to his mind. And
Yeah,
I'm just
absolutely.
like,
Same
Yeah,
Z's.
yeah.
I only do success, and I can't even anticipate things not going well.
It's either success or delayed success for me.
Totally.
So I think that's my Delulu take.
Okay, not even Delulu.
There's only success or delayed success.
Okay.
And there's no failure.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm right there with you on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so going off of that, we close out every show by manifesting together.
All right, let's manifest.
So you're already talking about selling out the stadiums.
Yeah.
What else do you want to manifest? What do you want to speak into existence here in Delulu? Do you know what this is?
Clock it.
Oh, T. Okay, I had to teach that to my producer the other day.
No. We clocking.
Yeah, he was like, I don't know what this little pinching thing is.
Is it not clocking to you?
Damn, you're a believer
At
down.
the beach. Oh yeah, for sure.
You're a
He's a
believer
month
boots.
younger than me. I grew up like in LA and like it was just different stuff. Like he went to
Oh, because he did the social
yeah,
media
we
thing.
had like mutuals and stuff.
You didn't
and all
like
that stuff.
he wasn't like an influence on your album though.
No. I've never met. Oh, influence. Oh yeah.
On the
I mean,
album.
always. I think in general, just like his sound, I've always been like influenced by. But like I grew up kind of like with a lot of mutuals. I just haven't met him myself.
Right.
We have a lot
right.
of mutuals that he actually, that we both fuck with. So
Okay, you'll manifest meeting him. We'll put
I
that on
will.
the list.
Yeah, it'll be
There
at
you
the
go.
right time. No rush. But I manifest meeting a lot of people that I love and adore. But I manifest 2 million monthly listeners minimum by the end of the year.
I love that. That's reasonable too.
Yeah.
That's a very reasonable one.
Yeah, that was
Especially
safe.
with this
That
album.
was safe, huh? Was that safe? Should
Yeah,
I say
go
5?
big.
Should I say 5 million?
Say 10.
10.
10
Okay.
million.
10 million monthly listeners.
There
by
you
the end
go.
of the year.
Headline tour.
Yeah.
All of that.
Yeah.
Okay, yay, I'm claiming for you. That's good.
Let's do it.
This was such a joy. Like, honestly,
Thank you.
talking to you was so awesome. And, like,
Thank you.
hearing your album and getting to know, like, the process. Like, honestly, like, the way you write songs, like, I'm telling you, it's, like, super unique to
Thank
what
you.
I know about how to write songs and, like, what my friends tell me and what other artists talk about on the show.
Yeah. Well,
But
thank you.
It's a nice perspective.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm still learning, and I just want to keep making some.
You're
dope
great. You
songs.
gave really good feedback, too.
Thank you. Yeah.
To just in the music in general. Like, you're super talented.
Thank you, brother.
Oh, I want to talk a little bit about your next album that you started thinking about. Before we
That
close
I
the
leaked
show,
it.
I do want to talk about this next album. You
You
played
wanna-
me a song that you're like, this is the direction I want to go in. And I was like, this is better. You should do this.
I'm only getting better.
You are.
Yeah.
You already know you want a second album. You already know,
Oh
like,
yeah,
you're
second
starting
album,
it.
third album, all that stuff. Yeah, I'll just say the name of the second album would probably be self-titled "Just a Young Optimist."
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah,
Self-titled.
yeah.
So not JAYOification.
It just a young optimist.
Okay.
Yeah,
Letters
or even
from an
young
optimist.
We'll see. It might be just young optimist.
Okay.
Yeah, I've always
I
thought
love
about
that.
making an album called Shower Thoughts.
What this album's gonna be more R&B leaning though.
I'm always a genre blender.
Right. Totally.
So I don't think it'll ever be like one genre. Like you heard, there's a lot of range but cohesiveness. But yeah, there'll be a lot more R&B and a lot more just different stuff in there, and just like more experimental. I'll say.
That's super exciting. That's next year.
Yeah, that's gonna be next year.
Okay, well, we'll focus on
We might drop a single by the end of the
antidepressants
year,
first.
but yeah.
Please, that song that you showed me.
Yeah,
You
I
should.
got you.
I love that. Loki, you should put it on this album.
I low-key could have, but it's all good.
I digress. We'll hear it at some point. Well, thank you so much for being on the show, JAYO.
Thank
This
you.
was awesome. And thank you so much to my Delulu besties for listening.
Yeah.
And this was your healthy dose of Delulu, so now you can go live your true Lu. Bestie Lulu JAYO.
Hey.
Where can the guesties find you? Besties
They can find me at JAYO. I almost added Lulu at that. At JAYO Lulu.
Please, JAYO Lulu.
At JAYO. At JAYO. JAYO on all platforms. JAYO on all platforms. Yeah.
JAYO.
Yeah, at JAYO.
There you go. Yeah. And
There
you
you
can
go.
also find him on Spotify and stream his music.
At
and
JAYO.
this album that's coming out, Antidepressant.
Yeah.
We're super excited.
Thank you.
Yay. And if you love this episode, please be sure to follow the podcast on Spotify and click the bell button to be notified of every new episode every Delulu Thursday. And if you could do us a massive favor and rate the show 5 stars for us. JAYO, what would we do for the besties?
If you rate this show 5 stars and tell me in the DMs that you rated it 5 stars,
Screenshot, show us.
I'll send you a voice note.
Oh, sick. That one's really good. Okay, y'all heard it here first. He's going to do that for every single one of you.
Yeah, every
Rate
one
it
of
5 stars. Send a screenshot.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And if you guys want more of this podcast, please join my Passes Besties at the top of my page. And you can find me at Emotions, E.MOPTIONS, across all my platforms and the exclusive podcast account at Delulu BFF. Stay Delulu, besties.